everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live on this October 18th, 2025 Vinyltreasure show. Hold on a second, folks, as I get my bearings straight here. I apologize for being a few minutes late. I had a bloody nose is what I had, and I've been getting them quite often. I went to the guy, and he should have cauterized it. So I have allergies, and if I blow my nose, it bleeds. I'm telling you, it bleeds, and it stops within like 5 minutes. But he should have cauterized it. I'm not that happy with the ENT guy. Kind of pisses me off. But anyway, welcome to the Vinyltreasure Show. I'm your host, Johnny G. We are here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream, and we're here from 9 p.m. till midnight. I got 43 records to play. They're all requests for tonight. I have one Collector Corner record. I posted a bunch of label scans on my Facebook page. You can go and check it out at John Galindo. That is the Facebook page. And they're all requests for tonight. We opened up with a request for listener Big Dave Swinger, organist pianist from Philadelphia, PA, best known for his 1956 hit on Sid Nathan's King record label. I wonder if they mentioned this. I didn't see the special on King Records, but they should have, because this was a big hit for this organist and pianist Bill Doggett. You know the song called Honky Tonk. But this was his 25th of 72 releases on the King record label. No, I'm sorry. Shortly. Oh, man. Honky Tonk was his 25th. This was his 32nd. Okay. Oh, wow. Song entitled Hot Ginger, as requested by Big Dave Swinger from September 1957. Johnny G already hot out of the box here, as welcoming you here to the Vinyltreasure Show. Again, if you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you, Belle, for your introduction. Much appreciated. She precedes me here on Oldies and More Radio. She played some. I was tuned in while I was eating my porterhouse steak. It was, I think, what do they call it? It's got whatever. It was guaranteed to be correct. But anyway, Johnny G is sometimes not correct. But let us open up here the vocal portion. The good thing about this program is that if you don't like some of the music, like I started off with the early 1950s. I know some of you are not into that, but many of you are, because you send me requests from the early 1950s, and others are into the later stuff, like in the mid-50s. Some are even into the early 1960s vocal group doo-wop style. But, we always started off here. We play the music chronologically here. So we're going to open up here with an early side, a little bit popish, but it's a cool side. I think, I didn't see James Stone, but I think James Stone, if you know this record, please let me know. So let's open up the vocal portion here with a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas. As you know, I've been down in the no humidity basement, not only looking for records I may have messed up on as far as single artists goes with vocal groups, but also for the early soul records from the 1970s that I have since been pulling out of the collection. So I found this Wednesday. I said, let me look through this 50s box just for fun. It was a Mercury box. But I found this for Jim Lampley, and he requested this maybe last year. This singer-actor born in Jacksonville, Florida, first recording back in 1941 for the Bluebird record label. I think he has one on Apollo. That was in 1947, but he signed with Mercury Records in 1950. His name was Billy Daniels. And I found this in the basement. And what I've been doing is, on a lot of the singles that I see, because I wasn't looking, I said, oh, this sounds like pop. But I'm looking for vocal group mentioned somewhere there in the small print. And a lot of the MGMs and even the Mercuries, I wasn't looking. So now I'm looking. But anyway, he has a number of releases on the Mercury record label. I couldn't find this one, though. On the internet, you can go to, I think they're the Mercury Session information because I was trying to find out what group could possibly be backing him up. So I don't know who this would be, but there is a vocal group. It mentions it on the label. It came out in March of '52. It's with Russ Case and his orchestra, and Benny Payne is on piano, whoever that is. But anyway, let's give it a spin as we open up here for Jim Lampley in Texas. This is Billy Daniels and a group on the Mercury label. It's called That's How It Goes. Here you go for Jim.
It makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you live, it makes you die, the wisest man, and poor fool knows with love, that's how it goes. It lifts you up, it lets you down, it makes you king, it makes you clown, it lives a day, or grows and grows with love, that's how it goes. I didn't know my heart would fall so helplessly that it could break. My darling, if you care at all, please be kind for my sake. A break. I'm not a child, I know the score. My heart is yours forevermore. Let's live a while, for heaven knows with love. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I didn't know my heart would fall so helplessly that it could break. My darling, if you care at all, please be kind for my sake. I'm not a child, I know the score. My heart is yours forevermore. Let's live a while, for heaven knows with love. That's how it goes.
So there you go. That's an early side there. That one there going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. That's the sound of Billy Daniels. I found a bunch of his records. Well, he has like 8 or 10 records on the Mercury label. That's with a group there. I don't know who that is, but kind of like a little bit popish, but we play those records here on the Vinyltreasure Show, March 52 on the Mercury label. That's how it goes. That's how it goes here with YouTube. You have all new handles. It's not on every channel, but they are, all the channels will eventually have a handle. And I think if you created your handle when you sign in, and again, for future reference for people that are signing into the chat room, because my mother writes all your names down. She takes names and numbers is what she does, and she doesn't know a lot of the names that are in there. So if you're in there under some number or whatever with initials, she's not going to know who it is, and I'm not going to remember. I'm so used to remembering many regulars that have been here since 2015. Now it's all changed. But many people have their names in there, so it's easy to see. But I suggest, and you can change it, I think you can change it twice in 14 days is the way it is, but it's something to do with phones, okay, and for bots, okay. So if you get banned from a show for, and I have done that many a times here, and I tell Amy that we don't like disruptions in our chat room for bots and whatnot. So it is kind of, that's what they're looking at least what I found out. But anyway, enough of my babbling here. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1953. Got a bunch of records from 1953 and 1954. This is a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This group is out of Detroit. They were called the Carols. And when I first saw that, I thought possibly it was a girl group, because I think there is a girl group called the Carols, but this is a male group. It features Tommy Evans on lead, and they had 2 earlier releases for Columbia Records back in 1950. But let's give a listen to this one here, May 1953, on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records for Edmund Williams, the Carols with I Got a Feeling. This is for Edmund. Here you go.
Where my picture used to be, there's another face in that frame. Yes, where my picture used to be, there's another face in that frame. Everything seems different, everything's been changed. Yes, tell me, mama, what's been going on? Yes, tell me, mama, what's been going on? That's a lie you telling, I know you've been doing wrong. Well, I grabbed my bag, got back to go, found another man's coat behind that door. Yes, I got a feeling my baby's doing me wrong. Oh, she ain't been the same since I've been back home. Yes, gonna leave that woman, leave her for all my friends. Yes, gonna leave that woman, leave her for all my friends. 'Cause I can't stand to see this job happen again. She said, Daddy, Daddy, what can I do? Nothing been changing, your love is still true. Yes, I got a feeling my baby's doing me wrong. Oh, she ain't been the same since I've been back home. Yeah, I got a feeling my baby's doing me wrong. Got that same old feeling. I got a feeling my baby's doing me wrong. Oh, she ain't been the same since I've been back home.
Yeah, Johnny G getting caught here. Hold on a second. I didn't get a chance to show you this Flares record on Flare, which I think is for Daniel Kubacki. I think that's the one. Anyway, there you go. That's sounding like Jimmy Ricks of the Ravens, but it's not Jimmy Ricks. That's the bass man there by the name of Tommy Evans, May 1953. They're called the Carols. That one they're going out to listener Edmund Williams. The Carols on the Savoy label. I Got a Feeling is the name of the tune. I got a feeling my nose is still bleeding is what I'm telling you, but let us continue here. If you are new to this program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also give me a thumbs up if you dig what you're doing. And again, it was funny, I found out, so some people were telling me that they couldn't see the chat on the archive. And well, you're not going to see the chat on Bill Olb's archive because I had to remove a song. We'll talk about Bill's show in a little bit when I play his requests. So what happens is when I have to remove a song from this program that already posts up there on YouTube, they save it as a brand new video. So the chat is lost. So all your kind comments are no longer there. So that's why I asked a bunch of the people that were in chat if they can comment on the YouTube wall and let Bill know that you enjoyed that show, because it is still doing well, the show that Bill did, his Gospel Special number 5. But unfortunately, I was surprised that that Gospel All-Stars record had to be removed. It was kind of odd for that. But anyway, let us continue here. And I forgot what I wanted to say, really. It wasn't that. It was something else. But anyway, we stay in 1953. Let's go out to Los Angeles, California now with this request for Daniel Kubacki. I saw him in the YouTube chat room. I was trying to say hello to a bunch of the people that I missed. And he requested the Flares. This is on the Bahari Brothers Flare label, which they are named after. And this is the group's third release. This tune written by group member Richard Berry, and it features, though, Cornell Gunter on lead, okay, from November 1953. Let's give a listen to the Flares on Flare. This is not an easy one to find. I wish I had it in a little bit better shape. And it's called You Should Care for Me. This is for Daniel Kubacki, the Flares.
I know all grass is green. I know that you aren't mean. I know you should care for me. Oh, I know all trees are tall. I know you don't care at all. I know you should care for me.
Now everybody, somebody's child. My mother used to say, "Oh, son, don't you fall in love. You regret it till your dying day."
Oh, I ask the Lord above to give me back my love. I know you should care for me. I ask the Lord above, to give me back my love. I know you should care for me. You should care for me.
Yeah, there you go. Now that is a great tune to play here on the Vinyltreasure show. The great sound of the Flares. The Flares on the Flare record label. Great request. Daniel Kubacki requested that tune there. November 1953. The great Cornell Gunter on lead there. You Should Care for Me is the name of the tune. Now, this was their third release. Wait a minute. What do we got here, Charlene? Their third release for Flare. Now, they're with their... Oh, wait a minute here. So then it says with their second release, they were called The Hunters. And they also backed up Young Jesse and Ricky and Janelle, which was a duet of Richard Berry and Janelle Hawkins, and then also recorded on Flare as The Chime. So there you go. That's the history there as we continue here on a Saturday evening. Love this cool weather here. I will tell you that it was horrible getting around town here today. So see, Karen, it was not a good time to come here to Westchester County in the month of October. It was all backed up in the front of my home. And when Bill was here, it was okay, but not today. It was not. It was not good on Saturdays here. It was terrible to get around. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat. As you know, this group from Charlotte, North Carolina, they go way back to 1945 with their recordings, but they signed with Capitol Records in 1950, have so many releases on the Capitol record label. They also backed up artists too, like Nat King Cole on the label. And in 1954, they would have their biggest hit. And Gary requested their biggest hit, and it says the bass lead of Oscar Broadway. This is with Nelson Riddle and the orchestra by request for Gary McClendon. Let's go to November of 1953 for the sound of the Four Nights. The Four Nights on the Capitol label. It's called I Get So Lonely, parentheses, When I Dream About You. This is for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. Here you go. I don't want to mess that up here. I hit my button too fast.
Baby. Oh, baby mine. Oh, baby mine. Oh, baby mine. Oh, baby mine.
I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair.
If you were there,
We two could hug and kiss and never tire. I'm on fire. You are my one desire. I get so lonely when I dream about you. Why can't you be there? Tossing and turning in my slumber,
baby more.
holding you it seems.
Oh, baby,
I give you kisses without number, but only in my dreams.
oh, baby mine.
I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair. Tossing and turning in my slumber,
Baby,
holding you it seems.
oh, baby,
I give you kisses without number, but only in my dreams.
oh, baby mine.
I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair.
Oh, baby mine.
Life would be so fair.
Oh, baby mine.
Life would be so fair.
Johnny G getting caught here. I had to gotta excuse me, folks. This is like live radio here on a Saturday. Yeah, I wish I had listen. I need like a studio director here is what I need. But Johnny G does everything here on the program. But there you go. That one there. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Four Nights. Early sound there. Actually, their biggest hit. I think this record charted number 2 on the Billboard charts. And in November 1953, the 4 nights on Capitol for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. It's called I Get So Lonely, parentheses, When I Dream About You. Johnny G is never lonely, not when I got all these great listeners here to the program. Thank you all. We are here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. If you're watching me on your tablet or on your PC or on your TV, your iTV, I know many of you watch Johnny G on your TVs or your phone, which I think is a big thing now. People use their phones a lot. I do, but I don't do everything on my phone. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. We are in the 1953 block, and this is a request for listener Karen Efron. She will be my in-studio guest here on November 13th. I'm very pleased to have Karen make her first trip here to the Vinyltreasure Show. And so mark your calendars, Thursday, November 13th, 2025, from 1 p.m. till 4 Eastern Standard Time. And she has made many appearances over the years. Karen is a very established and knowledgeable collector, has a fantastic collection, as does her sister Elaine Wade, who will be on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade tomorrow. So you can check her out also. We'll talk about that a little bit when I get to Frank's request. But she will be here presenting a special female lead singers with backing, either female or male vocal groups backing them up, and a number of those records are not in the Kreider book. So that is what makes it very interesting for Johnny G. So can't wait for you to get here, Karen. We're looking forward to that, so mark your calendars accordingly. I will post it up. I'll probably do it tomorrow afternoon. I'll put it up here on YouTube so you can check it out there. And she has both sisters have great record collections. There you go. So tune into that on the November 13th. So we are in anticipation for Karen Efron. And this is her request, okay? And this is not an easy record to find. And many of you know this group from Harlem, New York. They made their debut, though, on Bobby Robinson's Robin label with a song called Where Are You? That came out in December of 1951. This was their this was their second, wait a minute, after their second release on Red Robin, which only comes out on a 78, I think. They signed with Robert Weinstock's Prestige label, had 2 more releases on the label. This was their first, and this features Ray Buddy Wooten on lead. I played this not too long ago, I think sometime in August of this year, but it's great to hear it again. January 1953, going out to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. The great Mellow Moods on Prestige. The song is called Call on Me. This is for Karen. Here you go.
Call on me when you're feeling blue. Call on me when you're troubled too. And baby, I'll come a-running to you. Call and baby, I come a-running to you. Whenever I do, my heart beats again. I want you to know that I'll be loving you always. Call on me when your skies seem gray. Call on me any hour, any day, and baby, I'll come a-running to
There you go. What a great tune that is there. That one there by request for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. That's the great sound of the Mellow Moods. Mellow Moods with Ray Buddy Wooten on lead, January 1953. That's on Prestige Records. The 45 is a styrene. It's one of those old-style styrene 45s. They play, well, I don't want to say they play decent. That one plays okay. It's not, I don't know the actual makeup and how they did the styrenes back in the early 1950s, but there are styrene 45s that are whatever that is, whatever makeup is, different than the stuff you get on the Amy Malabelle label from the 1960s. But anyway, great tune, the Mellow Moods. Let's stay in 1953 now and fill a request for listener Casey Hines in Paris as we head to Washington, D.C. This group is a favorite here on the 50s and early 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure show. I'm talking about the Clovers here. They had 22 releases on the Atlantic record label between 1951 and 1958. Casey requested their 7th release, and this features John Buddy Bailey on lead from June of 53. Here are the Clovers on the Yellow and Black Atlantic record label. This is for Casey Hines. It's called Here Goes a Fool for Casey Hines. Here you go, Casey.
Here I go, a silly little fool. Here goes a fool, wanting you back again. Here goes a fool, whenever I pretend, dear, that you will never hurt me the way you did before. And now that I've found you again, my heart's trusting once more. Here goes a fool, the moment that we kiss. I know it's wrong, but I just can't resist you. The moment that I'm close to you, I know I'll forgive you again, and people will say, there goes a fool. Here goes a fool.
merciful.
the moment that we
The moment that we kissed.
I know it's wrong,
It's
but I just can't resist you. The moment that I'm close to you, I know I'll forgive you again. And people will say, there goes a fool.
There you go. That's the great sound there of the Clovers. John Buddy Bailey on lead. Did I say that right? Yeah, John Buddy Bailey on lead. The Clovers on the Atlantic record label, June 1953. What a great sound. What a great group they were. Here Goes a Fool for Casey Hines in Paris as we continue. Let's move into 1954 now. Fill a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. This is the debut single for this group out of Sacramento, California. They auditioned for all the major California labels back then: Dutone, Modern, Flair, RPM, Imperial, Aladdin, Showtime, Vita, Combo, etc. But they were all turned away. I wonder why. It was they were all turned away except Ray Dobard. Ray Dobard was the owner of Music City Records. He liked them, and he had the Music City House Band back them up. And that was Johnny Hartzman and the Rhythm Rockers. They backed them up on this, their first release. This was done at their first session for Music City Records. And this features Oliver Stevenson on lead. I have this on red vinyl. I would think this one comes on blue also. I think I have a black vinyl also in the collection. But this is from December of 1954. Let's give a listen to the Rovers. The Rovers on Music City, going out to Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Y.O. The Rovers for Gordy Freeman. Here you go.
Why do you lie to me? I wouldn't lie to you. Why do you lie to me about everything you do? The lies you tell just don't have to be. You know I love you. You're all this world to me. Why do you thrill me so with your lying game? I'd rather you'd kill me than lie to me again. Though lies were made where truth cannot be told. Why do you lie to me with your lying heart and soul? Why do you lie to me?
I wouldn't lie to you.
Why do you lie to me?
About everything you do.
All the lies you tell just don't have to be. You know I love you. You're all this world to me. Why do you thrill me so?
With your lying game.
I'd rather you kill me
Then lie to me again.
Yes, lies were made where truth cannot be told. Why do you lie to me with your lying heart?
There you go. Sounds of California here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Rovers. That's Oliver Stevenson on lead. Their first release on the Ray Dobard's Music City record label, December 1954. Y.O. is the name of the tune. So Mike Sape mentions also that comes on green vinyl too. So you can get it on green, blue, red and black vinyl if you wanted to be a completist. Johnny G is, well, for certain things, Johnny G is a completist, I can tell you that much. So thank you all for being here. I hope you're enjoying the show tonight. If you do have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. This is the third show of this week. I was on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. right here on Oldies and More, also on YouTube. They shut me down right about 12:30 or so. I think it was around then, so wasn't going to be good. I could go back on, so if they ever shut me down really early, they never do that though, then I can actually just start up a new stream. You would have to refresh your browsers to then view the program again, as I did the other time. They closed me down. It was 11:30. I think I said, no, we ain't doing this. But again, that's why being a subscriber is so important. And they have different rules for the live show versus the archive shows that get uploaded. Listen, I'm only using their platform. And again, the reason why I stay on this platform is there's so many people that are on YouTube. And my show from last week, I never had 2,000 views within the first week. Never did. I do get one of my older shows, because when they first come to the page, an old show from 2018, that has like 2,600 views, but that's the first show that they see with that mess. And that back then, I didn't know what I was doing. It's a little bit different today. I had to have lots of practice, and because I've been on YouTube since 2015. Been doing this show since 2005. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Fill a request for SNB in our YouTube chat room. That's Steve B in Connecticut. Didn't get a chance. I don't think I answered you back. There's some emails. I had to get all the requests in. I had to send them to Barbara. And then I said, well, let me try to eliminate these emails as I go. And Fridays is busy from Johnny G. Sundays is my easiest day. That is my easiest day, but I have a phone call scheduled on Sunday, unless you forgot, Nick. But anyway, but this is for SNB in our YouTube chat. He wanted me to move this one up over his other requests. And you all know this group out of Newport News, Virginia. Their early recordings were on the Aladdin record label, and then they would sign with Capitol Records, and this was their first release for the Capitol record label. It features Marilyn Pierce on lead, and this record did well for the group. It was number 28 on the Billboard chart. It was number 5 on the R&B chart. Let's go to October of 1954 by request for SNB in our YouTube chat room. The sound of the 5 keys. 5 keys on Capitol. It's called Ling Ting Tong for SNB. Here you go.
I went to Chinatown, way back in old Hong Kong, to get some egg foo young, and then I heard a gong. Ling ting tong, tried to sing that song called Tai Samokam Boo Daye, Tai Samokam Boo. Ling ting tong, he would never be wrong. Go on and sing your song. Smoke-a-boo. And as I look around, the lights were going down, and this is what I found back in Chinatown. A ling ting tong, can you sing that song called Tai Samoka Boom Daye, Tai Samoka Boo? Ling ting tong, he would never be wrong. Go on and sing your song. A ling ting tong, a ling ting tong, can you sing that song called Tai Samoka Boom Daye, Tai Samoka Boo?
There you go. That's the sound of the Five Keys here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Steve B. SMB in our YouTube chat room. That's Marilyn Pierce on lead. The Five Keys, their first release for the Capitol record label. Ling Ting Tong is the name of that tune. And we are in the 1954 block. I told you, you listeners, sending Johnny G some early sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And this is a request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro. I think, Frank, this is what your favorite group, I think, you mentioned to me, as we head to Philadelphia, PA. And it's the debut single for this group on Eddie Heller's Rainbow record label. This song first done back in 1947 by Eddie Howard. He did it first, and this version released in April of 1954. It features Lee Andrews on lead. This also came out on the Riviera record label. I had a chance to buy it. It was whipped. I wasn't going to buy the record. I said, you know what? I have a nice copy on the Rainbow label. It's going to suffice. And it wasn't worth it for me to get it on the... I wasn't going to pay all that money to get the record on Rainbow. I just wasn't going to do it. I mean, maybe if it was a 78 and it played really nice, I might have swung for it, but not a wrecked record. I wasn't going to do that. But it is much rare. But this was their... This is the first press on the Rainbow label. They would re-record this song back in 1958 for United Artists, but this is the original from April 1954. We send this one out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro, the great Lee Andrews and the Hearts on the Rainbow label, and their rendition of the tune, Maybe You'll Be There, for Frank and Jerry. Here you go.
Each time I see a crowd of people, just like a fool I stop and stare. I know it's not the proper thing to do, and maybe you'll be there. At the midnight, along the lonely thoroughfare. It's not the time or place to look for you, and maybe you'll be there. You said your arm will always hold me. Your lips were mine alone to kiss. Well, after all those things you told me, how could it end like this? Could it end like this? Someday when all my prayers are answered, step on the stairs. With anxious thoughts I'll hurry said your lips were mine, long, long to kiss. And after all the many things, yes, you've told me. How could it end like this? Could it end like this? Someday when all my prayers are answered, I'll hear a footstep on the stairs. With anxious thoughts I'll hurry to the door, and maybe you'll be there.
There you go. That one there going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Great sound there of Lee Andrews and the Hearts. That's Frank's favorite group. Featured it on the Rainbow record label. Red vinyl copy for that April 1954, their rendition of the tune Maybe You'll Be There. Frank is one of the co-hosts, along with Gordon Skagberg, of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. Rhythm and Blues Serenade can be heard on WRHU-FM 88.7, and it streams on WRHU.org. Tomorrow, a special show, and special show guest collector will be Elaine Wade, along with Karen Ephron. They're both going to be in the studio tomorrow, but Elaine Wade will be featuring some early R&B vocal groups from her collection. So that should be interesting. I am excited to hear Karen's sister Elaine tomorrow on the program. That is from 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is it going to be 3 to 6? It's going to be the whole. Is it going to be the whole 3 to 6 there? I will say that. Hopefully it will be. I don't know. But tune in tomorrow to the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gingaro and Gordon Skagberg as special guest. Elaine Wade will be there, so I will tune in. That's on WRHU-FM 88.7, WRHU.org. That's at 3 p.m. You have to tune in on that dial. Anyway, so that should be cool. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room as the Flares return on the Flare record label. And this was their 6th release for the Bahari Brothers Flare record label. This tune written by the lead singer. Again, Cornell Gunther is on lead. This one from October 1954. Let's give a listen to the Flares. They make their 2nd appearance here for a Saturday evening. The Flares on the Flare label. The song is called Hold Me, Thrill Me, and Chill Me. This one here going out to Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Bill.
Hold me, honey, won't you hold me? Tell me that you love me far more and evermore. That you love me for more and evermore. Just thrill me, whoa, darling, and chill me. Oh, my darling, thrill me and chill me evermore. Your love has grown so for me, and all I can do is say, ooh, wee, wee, baby.
Your love's the thing that I crave.
Oh, just thrill me, whoa, darling, and chill me. Oh, my darling, thrill me and chill me evermore.
Your love, the thing that I crave.
Oh, just thrill me, whoa, darling, and chill me. Oh, my darling, thrill me and chill me evermore. Oh,
There you go. They like that one there in the YouTube. The Flares are a great group. Listen, they are one of the premier groups, so it's always great to feature the Flares here on the program. So, Bill Sheriff, thank you for requesting that tune. As we heard, Daniel Kubaki's also their third release. This is October 1954, Cornell Gunter and the Flares on the Flare record label. Hold Me, Thrill Me, and Chill Me is the name of the tune. Hopefully Johnny G is doing all those things for you, the listeners. And if I am, please give me a thumbs up here and tell your friends about this program here. This is our third program of this week. I will not be on next Thursday afternoon. Or listen, I want to mess that up. I will be back on Wednesday night for your soul requests. So get me your soul requests. Email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I don't have everything. I have some things, and if I do, I will feature them here on the program. Same with this show. And I don't have everything, although I have more things from the 1950s, because my goal was to collect everything in the Kreider book. Not that I do have everything. And again, that book didn't have everything in it. So anyway, but we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And let's see. Let us fill a request here. We got one more from the year 1954. And we fill a request for listener James Pomerico. And this group was, as we go back to Los Angeles, California for this group. This is on Donald Pierce's Hollywood Records out of Los Angeles, California. Now, the group is called the Twigs, and it features Sonny Woods on lead, and they also recorded for the Middle Tone record label. Also, it was funny because there's Sonny Woods and the Twigs on there, so when Charlene had that on the list, I'm like, Charlene, I don't think I have it. I have to go to another record. She goes, Johnny, did you check under the Twigs? I did not. That's like been a problem for me. Okay, and I'll tell you about it with the next record, which is a Big Dave Swinger request. But let's give a listen to this one, December 1954. The Twigs on the Hollywood label, Sonny Woods on lead. This is for James Pomerico. The song is called Lover Boy. The Twigs. Here you go.
My baby's gone away. There's no one here to say I love you so. You are my pride and joy. Now, baby, don't be sorry. Come back and say that I'm your lover boy. Lover boy. Oh, baby, I confess you are my happiness. I'll take my heart and give you for a toy. I'll have the blues until you tell me that I'm still your lover boy. Your lover boy. Oh, how I wish I could read the future. I wonder just how the cards are stacked. I wish I knew what to do or what to say to get my baby to come back. Won't you tell me why you leave me here to cry? Sweetheart, come back and fill my heart with joy. Oh, please
you hear any echo on that one? Because I left my mic on. Johnny G, well, listen, I'm everything here on this program here when I do this show. So, we don't get it right. I try to. Well, listen, this is not a professional outfit here, but I try to make it that way. But anyway, there you go. We haven't heard that one here on the program for a while. Maybe I don't even know if I played that. Charlene, did I play that record before? I know I maybe featured the flip side of that. But there you go, December 1954, going out to James Pomerico, Sound of the Twigs, and that features Sonny Woods on lead. That's on the Hollywood record label. Lover Boy is the name of the tune. Barbara used to call me Lover Boy, not anymore. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's backtrack for a second here. I normally don't do this on this show because this show is pre-programmed ahead of time. And I used to take multiple requests, but I couldn't do it anymore because the show was getting to be 5 and 6, almost close to 6 hours, one of the shows, and I can't do that anymore. I don't need my mother to scold me at this age of 67 years old. I don't need her to scold me at that. But anyway, we're going to do an instant request here, only because Karen Efron is with her sister Elaine, and she asked if I could flip over that Flares record. So we will do that because the Flares are just an excellent group. So let's flip over Bill Sheriff's request, the Flares, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Chill Me, from October 1954. And the flip side here is a special request for Elaine Wade. She will be on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade tomorrow at 3 p.m. with Frank and Gordon. And the song is called I'll Never Let You Go. I'll Never Let You Go. Yeah, it's called I'll Never Let You Go. Special request for Elaine Wade in our chat room. Here we go.
Tell me you're mine, 'cause I love you so. I'll never let you go. I love you and adore you, 'cause you're mine and everybody knows. Pretty baby, oh so to really feel my soul. Tell me, pretty baby, that you never let me go. Tell me that you're mine, 'cause I love you so. I'll never let you go. You're mine, and everybody knows. Tell me that you're mine, 'cause I love you so. I'll never let you go. You're mine, and everybody knows. Tell me, pretty baby, that you never let me go. Tell me that you're mine, 'cause I love you so. I'll never let you go. You're mine, and everybody knows. I love you and adore you, 'cause you're mine, and everybody knows. I love you, and everybody knows.
There you go. Flip side requests here on the 50s and early 60s edition. Johnny G normally does not do that, but we'll make a special reason to do that for Karen's sister Elaine Wade in our YouTube chat. Well, they are together watching the program. The great Flares there, Cornell Gunter on lead. The Flares, the flip side of Hold Me, Thrill Me, Chill Me. It's I'll Never Let You Go. That one there on the Flare label. Gary Spring, you're going to look for that 45. I don't know how common it is to find, but I forget what I paid for that. You know, Johnny G has been collecting for a long time. It's a career thing for me, But the one thing that I'm sorry of is that I was always too busy because I was working, in accounting for my entire working career. So it was difficult for me to get away to go to. I would have loved to go to the UGHA meetings and whatnot. Probably would have been a great time and probably would have had a lot more records sooner, but I couldn't do it because I was working either in New Jersey or down in the city or wherever I was, and I would get out too late to do that. So that's one thing I think I would have changed. Maybe I would have changed my major. Maybe I would have not gone into accounting. But unfortunately, I did. But I did because I knew I wanted to buy some of these records, and they can get expensive when you look for these things. It's always fun to look for records out in the wild if you find them at a flea market or a thrift shop or whatever, but most of the time they're not clean. You may luck out. Sometimes you really do luck out and get some great things, but it was when they found out that I was paying for records that they started attacking me with these 45s. Johnny G babbles on here. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Now, this record I bought in my early days of collecting when I knew nothing about the music, because Joel Scherzer, I think, was selling out his collection. He was living in the Bronx, and and I think he was one of the time capsule. He would tune into the time capsule show, and he moved out to Colorado with his wife Robbie. They had Robbie Music. I hope he's doing okay, because I used to talk to him every month to buy records, and I was collecting running labels, thousands and thousands of labels I was running, but I was focusing on these vocal groups. I wanted everything in the Kreider book, of course, be it good, bad, or indifferent. But I bought this from him probably for like $2.85 when I was bidding on those records at the time, because I had no money. I didn't get out into the world working until I graduated college in 1980. Then I started but I had to get a car first. A Oldsmobile Supreme is what I got, and I forget the year, but I liked that car. It was black with a nice pinstripe, with air conditioning and a whole bunch, had the works on it, and then I got rid of it. But anyway, I digress. But let us continue here as we go to L.A. again with this request for listener Big Dave Swinger. Now, the lead singer of this on this record, and I couldn't find this because it wasn't filed under the Medallions. It was filed under the Meadowlarks, which is why I couldn't find it. But the lead singer on this, he can go from singing bass to singing tenor. He can go really high, do that, okay? And for that reason, he called himself Johnny Two Voice, because it was like he had two voices, the bass and also the high tenor. And this is a request for a Big Dave Swinger. Now, his real name was Johnny Morissette, and I think Edmund Williams always requests Johnny Morissette on the 60's program, because he would then sign with Sam Cooke's SAR record label and has releases under his real name, Johnny Morissette. But he was known as Johnny Two Voice on this release on Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label. He also has, I think, a couple on Specialty, or one on Specialty that I saw at least. Okay, and he's backed up here by the Medallions, and I had it filed under the Meadowlarks, which is why I couldn't find it originally. But this is by request for Big Dave, October 1955, Johnny Two Voice and the Medallions on the Dutone label. It's called I'll Never Love Again for Big Dave Swinger. Here you go.
When darling, when I left home, I never knew that I would be so alone. Darling, time, darling. If you don't, I'll never love again. Oh no,
So there you go. Can you do your voice that way? Can you go from low to high? Can you do that? That's Johnny Two Voice there. But his name is Johnny Morissette. But that one there going out to listener Big Dave Swinger, October 1955. That's on Dootsy Williams' Dewtone Records out of Los Angeles, California. I'll Never Love Again. Johnny Two Voice and Johnny Two Voice and the Medallions is the name of the two. Johnny G could have two voices here. I guess I can. But I used to be able to sing, but not anymore. I can't do it. But let us continue now. We are in 1956. And I try to do a Collector's Corner record every show. So I figured I might as well play this one because this record was, well, not this particular record, but another copy that I had that I have since subsequently sold was the first record I ever paid 4 figures for, okay, which was a lot. Okay, I was at the Waterbury, Connecticut show, and Mike Demersion comes up to me and says to me, you know, Johnny, I don't know if you're going to want this record. You didn't tell me at the time that Christy Masios found it at a flea market for 5 cents, but he says it's the Eptides on Teen, and I said, well, what is that record? I says, I don't know that record. He says, well, you might like it, but I want this for it. So I was like, oh, well, that's just going to about clean me out of the money that I had at the show. I mean, this was before they were taking checks from Johnny G, because they would take checks from me too after that. They always said Johnny G's checks were good. But anyway, so I bought it. And it was funny because when I used to go to Louis Silvani had like a satellite office in Dobbs Ferry, New York. So I was there one Saturday with Glenn, was his IT person, and Glenn says, Johnny, Louis wants to talk to you. I said, who? I never spoke to Louis at the time. So he says, Louis wants to talk to you. I said, what does he want to talk to me about? He wants to talk to you. I don't know what he wants to talk to you about. So I get on the phone and he says, are you the one that bought the Eptides on Teen? I said, well, I didn't see you at the show. How did you find out about it? So somebody there, well, there's a lot of Portuguese washerwomen at these shows that talk about who bought this and who bought that. So that's how that happened. But anyway, it was the first big record that I bought in my collection, but I have since gotten a decent copy of this, and this is our Collector Corner record of the night. It's from 1956, as it's out of Philadelphia. It's on Bernie Lowe's Teen label. Great two-sided 45, okay? And one side, well, I wasn't going to play What Is Your Name, Dear, because I think that's the side that normally gets played. Okay, but let's give a listen to the B-side here. Now, the group members on this, Betty McCann, she's actually doing lead on the flip, the female lead. The other members were Johnny Banks, Horace Adams, Robert Lee, and the lead singer on this, his name is Charles Henderson. He's doing lead on this. This was recorded at the Rico Arts Sound Studio in Philadelphia from October 1956. This is the Collector Corner record of the night, the Eptides on Teen. It's called Only Be Mine, the Eptides. Here you go.
Only be mine. I'll lie for you, try for you, cry for you and buy for you. I'll die for you, wonder why for you. Darling, only be mine. I'll be here for you, be a slave for you, shout and rave for you, 'cause I crave for you, and I'll save for you, every day for you. Darling, only be mine. stay for you, stand and wait for you, 'cause I crave for you, and I'll save for you, every day for you. Darling, only be mine. Be mine, be only mine, that you will be divine. My soul with yours will entwine forever, forever till the end of time. I'll command for you, lead a band for you, love and life for you, and understand for you, lend a hand for you, be a man for you. Darling, only be mine. Darling, only be mine. Darling, only be mine. Darling, only be mine.
Yeah, B-sides here on. That's actually the B-side of the 45. That is teen number 121B. Those are the Eptides. The Eptides on the teen record label, October 1956. Only Be Mine is the name of the tune. That is with Charles Henderson on lead. And really, if you want to get the reproduction of this, I think it sounds, the one on yellow vinyl, I think sounds pretty, I think that's pretty decent. I forget who put that one out, but you can get this record on the reproduction, really, because it's not that easy to find at all, this record. Johnny G here, spinning 45s for you, the Vinyltreasure Show listeners. If you are new to this program, just finding out about it, please consider subscribing. Tell your friends about this show as it continues to grow and grow here on YouTube and Oldies and More Radio. We are in the 1956 block. I think I have, actually, this is the last one out of the 1956 block, and it's a request for listener James Stone in our YouTube chat room. This gal born in Colfax, Louisiana. Did I say that right? Sam, I think I did, but she would relocate to Brooklyn, New York. She had a number one R&B hit back in 1947 on the Manor label. I think I featured it when I did the 78 show on a Thursday called I Want to Be Loved, parentheses, but by Only You. But she recorded for a number of different labels during her career, RCA, Decca, and here's when she recorded on Leonard Chess's Argo record label. This is with the Eddie Wilcox Orchestra from May of 1956. Let's give a listen to Savannah Churchill. Savannah Churchill on the Argo label. This is going out to a listener, James Stone, in our YouTube chat room. It's called They Call Me a Fool. This is Savannah Churchill. Here you go.
They call me a fool for falling in love with you. They call me a fool for caring the way I do. They say you'll shower me with kisses, but your heart will still be free. And yet I want those kisses. I want them desperately. They call me a fool. They say that I care too much. They don't understand the magic that's in your touch. As long as I have a place in your embrace, let them say things they do. Let them call me a fool. I'm in love with you.
They call me a fool.
They say that I care too much.
They don't understand
the magic that's in your touch. As long as I have a place in your embrace, let them say things they do. Let them call me a fool. I'm in love with you.
There you go. That one there going out to James Stone in our YouTube chat room. That's a nice tune, I have to say. Let me check something here, because Joe Shacatano says that those are the 4 tunes backing her up, as they did with a lot of her recordings there. I just want to see if this was, it says Arc Music. So sometimes, usually they'll say if it was like Arc Music is the Argo Publishing. So sometimes, so maybe they did record for Argo Records. I don't know. Sometimes, like B. Caslin, she would lease out her masters to Chess and Argo Records for national distribution and whatnot. But maybe they recorded that for Argo Records. But there you go. A nice tune. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. May 56, Savannah Churchill and the uncredited 4 tunes, according to Joe Shacatano. Well, then... James Sones, I don't know. So it could be the Striders, who knows? But They Call Me a Fool is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't no fool here. I can tell you that much. I never back down as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We move into 1957 now. Let's fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat. We go back to Philadelphia for the very first release on the Red Top record label. This Red Top label owned by Doc Bagby and Melvin Red Schwartz and Irving Nathan. And this group is called The Students. Now, Arch, not the Students out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Not that group. This is a different group. This group is out of Philadelphia, and it is earlier than that. So you don't want to confuse it with the group that recorded for Notes, although they will be up in 1959, a request for listener oldies fans. So stay tuned for the other Students. This is on Red Top number 100. This features Collie Williams on lead, and this was a big number 9 record on WKBW in Buffalo, New York. And many songs, okay, they in the 1950s would talk about their parents, as this song does. Let's go to August of 1957. Here are the Students on the Red Top label. It's called Mommy and Daddy. This is for Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. Here you go.
Hey, mommy and daddy, and mommy and daddy, whoa, mommy and daddy, and mommy and daddy, whoa, mommy and daddy, and mommy and daddy, whoa. My mother and my father too, and mommy, I'll always love them through and through. I love them like candy, they're sweet to me.
you go. That one there going out to listener Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. Those are the students out of Philadelphia from August 1957. That's Collie Williams on lead. That's on the Red Top record label. Mommy and Daddy is the name of the tune. If you bought this 45 at the Times Square record shop, you probably have the red label because they put that out. Slim Rose, I don't know, I guess Red Top's still around, put it out on the red label. And the lead singer, this Charlie Williams, would later be the lead singer of the Allures that recorded for the Melron record label. I have that 45 in the collection. Johnny G here, spinning your 45s here on a Saturday evening as I don't know why, there is like I get some kind of conflict going on the and I don't know what was not set up right, so my stream over on Oldies and More shuts down. And that's problematic when I send it out to Zeb on KKSM because he takes that off of my vinyltreasures.net website. And I can't get and I can't splice them together, so I have to re-record the show off of YouTube, and sometimes it takes and sometimes it doesn't. It shouldn't do this, and I can't figure it out. I can't. And so I had to restart it, and I'm surprised Oldies and More isn't like ticked off that this is happening. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's do a flip side request from last week. Featured this group out of Cleveland, Ohio, on Sandy Beck and Henry George's Reserve Records, which was out of Cleveland, Ohio. And I played for James Pomerico, I played the song called Skitter Scatter. Featured a female lead. Her name was Lavinia Eaton. It was Daryl Letts that asked for the flip side. This group is originally out of Cleveland, Ohio. And Daryl Letts wanted to hear the flip. Now, the flip side features Sonny Turner, a young Sonny Turner. Of course, he would join the Platters after Tony Williams would leave, and he would sing on all those soul records that the Platters had on the Music Core record label. But here he is doing lead on this one from February 1957. It's on the Reserve record label. They're called the Metrotones. The Metrotones, it's with the Little Waylon Willie Quartet providing the instrumentation. The Metrotones, a song I heard on the Time Capsule show. It's called Please Come Back. This is for Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Daryl.
Oh, please come back. Won't you please come back to me? Always treat me tenderly. Won't you come back, my sweet? Oh, please come back. Won't you please come back to me? Always treat me tenderly. Won't you come back, my sweet? Oh, darling, why must we quarrel? 'Cause I want you for the rest of my life. Oh, darling, we shouldn't quarrel, 'cause I want you for the rest of my life. Oh, please come back. Won't you please come back to
There you go. That one there going out to Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Metrotones. The Metrotones, that is Sonny Turner on lead. Got to tell you, thanks for your email, David Rapkid. That was another one of the acts that performed at the Music Hall when Barbara took me there for my birthday. Of course, since Sonny Turner has since passed away, unfortunately, but I saw him there. He sang a bunch of their Platters releases, Platters tunes. I think Platters on Music Core, I should say. But there he was, lead singer there of the Metrotones, February 57 on Reserve Records. Please Come Back is the name of the tune. Hopefully you'll come back to the Vinyl Treasure Show if you're digging this show for the first time. So thank you all for being part of it. If you do have a request, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. If I have the 45, I'll feature it here. And so I don't have everything. I have a lot of records, though, from the 1950s. And some of your requests are hard. They are, and I have to go digging down in the no-humidity basement. Same thing for the 60s, too. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1957 block, which is the biggest block of the show tonight. And this is a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. Now, he knew that Johnny G bought some new sneakers. I had to get, since my legs fill up with, well, I should say my ankles fill up with, I don't move as much as I used to. John G needs to move a little bit more. I should ride that exercise bike over there. But so sometimes my legs swell up later in the day, and I couldn't get my old sneakers on, so I had to go get new sneakers. And they were size 15s. Now, I was a 14. I always had a big foot. But 15, I mean, the things look like boats. So you say, you know what, Johnny, I want to send a record out to you. And he wanted to send this one out to Johnny G, this group from Queens, New York. Haven't played them in a while, though. And this is on George Goldner's G record label. And I remember my aunt purchased, she had in her collection, Can't We Be Sweethearts. She liked that 45, as I did. But this is their 6th release. They're 6 of 14 on the G record label. And actually, I think the flip side of this is See You Next Year, which I think was the A side. But this is the B side. And I don't think Herbie Cox is on lead. I think this is Berman Patterson, I think, is the lead singer on this side. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't sound like Herbie Cox. So you got to fix that, Charlene. June 1957, the Cleftones on the G record label. It's called 10 I don't have 10 pairs of shoes. 10 pairs of shoes. This is going out to UK listener Indrajit Advani, sending it out to Johnny G. Here you go, the Cleftones.
Don't ask me why I'm walking. I'm trying to shake the blues. Baby, since I've lost you, what else can I lose? I've gone through 10 pairs of shoes. 10 pairs of shoes. I've gone through 10 nights of blues. All on account of, well, a doll like you. I don't care where I'm going, just walking round nowhere. I'm caught up in cloud 13. You know who put me there? I've gone through 10 pairs of shoes. 10 pairs of shoes. I've gone through 10 nights of blues, all on account of, well, a doll like you. I don't mind if it's raining. I'm crying big round tears. Every night without you seems like 100 years. I've gone through 10 pairs of shoes. 10 pairs of shoes. I've gone through 10 nights of blues, all on account of, well, a doll like you. I I've gone through 10 pairs of shoes. 10 pairs of shoes. I've gone through 10 nights of blues, all on account of, well, a doll like you. A girl like you. A girl like you. A girl like you.
Yeah, we'll say B-sides here. That does sound like now I did it real fast when I kind of was testing it, and that is Herbie Cox on lead. That's good, Charlene. That is correct. June 1957 by request for Indrajit Advani, sending it out to Johnny G. Herbie Cox and the Cleftones on the G record label. That's their sixth release for George Gollner's G Records. 10 Pairs of Shoes is the name of the tune. Johnny G I did not have 10 pairs of shoes, because when I had to go to work starting in 1980, you had to get dressed up in a suit and tie every day. Not that I had to wear a white shirt, but I did. But I had like a powder blue. My mother used to iron all my shirts. They would be white and blue, light blue, and I didn't like pink. But I still have ties. I can't tell you the last time I wore a tie, but I only had one pair of shoes, and at that time, they told me that I had to buy wingtips. Anybody know what wingtips are? Floorshine. Is it Floorshine? Was that the company that made them? Do they even make them anymore? Maybe not as good as they did, but I still have a couple pairs. I can't fit in them. My feet swell up too much. I can't do it. But anyway, Babylon here. Let us continue here. We are in the 1957 block, and let's fill a request for listener John Ronayne. He requested this tune. I was introduced to this record by Gus Gossard. He often promoted 45s on Ben Smith's Extra record label out of New York City. And this is not an easy one to find either on the Extra label. The group is called the Sonics. And I don't know if they're associated with any of the other Sonics groups. Maybe not. The writers on this are Ben Smith and someone by the last name of Gallon, Gallon. But I remember hearing this when I used to tune into the Gus Gossard show when he was on WPIX-FM in the early 1970s. But let's fill a request for John Ronayne. This is 1957, the Sonics on the Extra label. It's called Once in a Lifetime, the Sonics. Here you go, John.
Once in a lifetime, you'll find the right time to fall in love. Once in a great while, you'll find a sweet child, the one you're dreaming of.
All your life you've been searching to find someone
I love you.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. Whoever was programming the Gus Gossard show, Bill O, knows. And there you go. That one there going out to John Ronayne in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Sonics. The Sonics on the Extra record label, 1957 release, Once in a Lifetime is the name of the tune. I don't know if they, some of the Extra records came out on a second press with the big print, like 1960 or 61. I know the Collegians comes out that way. I think the Legends comes out that way. I don't know if this one was ever second pressed. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. That one there going out to John Ronayne. That's the Sonics with Once in a Lifetime. Spence Wooten sold me that 45, by the way. Sold me some pretty big records when with Spence. I miss him. I do. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we are in 1957 block. Let's fill a request now for Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. He's listening in Canada as we go to Sid Nathan's King record label. Again, if you saw that special on King Records, I have to check it out. I will, probably tomorrow sometime, but sometime in the evening. But this group is out of Queens, New York. They had 2 releases on the King record label, and Gary requested their first. They are called the Velvet Keys, okay? The Velvet Keys, and it features Tommy Mallon. He's the lead singer on this. Let's go to November of 1957. We'll send it out, or it's requested by Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. The Velvet Keys on King. It's called My Baby's Gone. Here you go, Gary, for you.
Oh, yeah, my baby's gone away, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, I begged her to stay, yeah, 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 yeah. My baby's gone far away. Oh, she's gone, and now I'm left here alone, by a blue telephone, my baby's gone far away, so far away. She's seen Africa and the 7 seas. My baby's even seen the West Indies. Well, she's gone and now I'm so left alone. She may be 10, 20, 35, 40 miles away. Oh, 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 she's gone, and now I'm left here alone, by a blue telephone. My baby's gone far away, so far away. Well, she's seen Africa and the 7 seas. My baby's even seen the West Indies. Well, she's gone and now I'm so left alone. She may be 10, 20, 35, 40 miles away. Oh, 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 she's gone, and now I'm left here alone, by a blue telephone. My baby's gone far away, so far away. Oh, yeah, my baby's gone away, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yes, I begged her to stay, yeah, 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 yeah. My baby's gone far away. Oh, yeah, my baby's gone away, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yes, I begged her.
There you go. That one there going out to Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. Gary listening in Canada. That's the sound of the Velvet Keys there. Tommy Mallon on lead. What I say? That was their, this was, excuse me, their first of 2 on Sid Nathan's King record label, November 1957 release. My Baby's Gone is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't going yet. Although we're plowing through the show here for this evening, let us continue here. We're still in the 1957 block, and this is a flip side request for listener Emnon. He requested this group out of Brooklyn, New York, recorded for Thomas Robinson's Atlas record label, talking about the Travelers. And last week we heard the A side of the 45. The song was called it's Lenora. Lenora, and I got a bunch of girls' names coming up here too, folks, for you to listen to. But Emnon also requested the flip side, and it is another girl's name. This tune, let me see. This tune features Frank Lopez on lead. Now, Frank Lopez, his real name was Frenchy Concepcion. Of course, he was a member of the Wrens. I think he recorded lead with Begging for Your Love. He was the lead on that tune. But he would change his name to Frank Lopez, and he wrote this tune. This is with Cliff Driver and the orchestra providing the instrumentation. Let's go to August of 1957, a B-side request for listener Emnon, the Travelers on the Atlas label. The song is called Betty Jean. This is for Emnon. Here you go. Go B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show. That one there going out to listener Emnon. Those are the Travelers. I think, didn't the Wrens record that? It was unreleased, though. I think the Wrens did it. It was on a CD, I think. I think the Wrens did it. And then, of course, Frenchie was a member of the Wrens. I guess he re-recorded it with the group The Travelers there. Atlas Records' Betty Jean is the name of the tune. That one there going out to Emnon. Now, I was contemplating to play this record. Now, I know my turntables, they do miracles on bad condition records, but I try not to play records in terrible condition. I just don't want to do that. I'm actually embarrassed about it. I thought I had a nice copy. I still may have a nice copy of this, but my mother has been sorting a lot of my records, separating the ones that have not been cleaned and filed, of course, separating them into major label boxes that make it easier for me to find. So I looked through 3 boxes of Dot records today. Now, I don't have this on the first press, which was TNT records. Okay, but anyway, but it didn't sound so bad. It looks worse than it is. But again, I was getting records out in the wild, and usually they're in this shape. Actually, my aunt's copy of You Cheated is like this because she didn't take good care of her records. That's what she had, great records, but she did not keep them in sleeves. That is a mistake. And then she let her nephew, me, play with them and break them, is what she did. But she had about 900 records in her collection when she was in high school. That's a lot of records for a teenage girl, I would think. But anyway, this is a request for Record Ralph in Syracuse. This, I think, the group is out of, Charlene, the group is out of San Antonio, Texas. Or are you talking about the label? Because this record first came out on Bob Tanner's TNT label, which was out of San Antonio, Texas, and it would get picked up by Dot Records for national distribution. It was 49 on Cashbox, 47 on Billboard. Now, the lead singer, the group goes by the name of Jimmy D and the Offbeats, and the lead singer's real name is James DeFore, F-O-R-E. And, they're from San Antonio, and he co-wrote this tune. So let's hear how it sounds. I hope it sounds okay. John Cummins is going to yell at me. He says, don't apologize for the condition of your records, but I do. I want it to sound nice. October 1957, by request for Record Ralph, Jimmy D and the Offbeats. It's a little bit of a rockabilly tune on the Dot record label, and we just heard Betty Jean. Well, let's give a listen to Henrietta. This is for Record Ralph. Here you go. Well, that didn't sound so unbelievably bad, I guess. But, you know, my turntables are, they are wired with copper wire around the nodes there. I had that done. So they really have I mean, not that I'm boasting about it, but KAB Electronics did it for me back in 2005 when I had the Newmark turntables, and then they didn't make the Newmark turntables. This is the closest thing you're going to get. These Audio-Technicas are the closest thing you're going to get. Somebody was asking me about the turntables. I didn't answer them back yet, but I think this is the only 3-speed turntable you can get nowadays, unless there's something new on the market. And I listened to George Doowop Tompkins. He said, Johnny, you better buy 2 extra turntables in case these break down. And then I tried to get them when it was everything was shut down with the pandemic, and it was like I had to pay in advance for 8 months. I said, I'm not paying you in advance for 8 months to get the turntables because they couldn't get them delivered here. So I probably should buy 2 new turntables just to keep them here. I should, but anyway, I buy the needles. Okay, but I should buy the Styli. But that didn't sound so bad. There you go for Record Ralph. And Reed mentions the TNT issue is different because he has it. October 57, Jimmy D and the Offbeats there on Randy Wood's dot label. Henrietta is the name of the tune. Got some other girls' names coming up later on in the program here. But let us continue here. We still got a number of records. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 more records from 1957. Let's fill a request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. This gal, originally from Champaign, Illinois. She was born November 11, 1920. First recording for Sid Nathan's Queen label. Did they mention Queen Records in that King special they did? Because the first records by Sid Nathan were Queen Records. Now, she was I think she was the vocalist for Bull Moose Jackson and his orchestra back in December of 1945. But she also had releases on King Records and in the mid to late 1940s, and recording for Decca with Lucky Millinder. Did I say that right? Millinder. Okay, and his orchestra. I don't know if I said that right. That's 1946. But her solo releases began in 1951, and they were on Federal and King and Capitol, and then again she would sign with Decca with 3 releases, and I was looking for this for a while. I found 2. I didn't find this one. It was somewhere in a box, and I said, wait a minute, Graylin requested this. My photographic memory. But Graylin requested her 3rd release, this tune written by J. Leslie McFarland. And Aretha Franklin covered this tune in 1962. I take it, Charlene, she was on Columbia at that time when she recorded it. But this one released in June of 1957 by request for Graylin. Let's give a listen to Ernestine Allen on the Decca label, and the song is called Rough Lover. This is for Graylin in our YouTube chat room. Here you go.
Fight bears, and if I get sassy, be a man who dares to shut me up and kiss me so I'll know he cares. I want a man, I want a meek daddy, I want a boss, I want a mean, sweet daddy who's the devil when he's cross. He's got to spit fire, chew iron, get mad and start roaring like a mountain lion. Then whisper that he loves me so I'll know he's mine. I want a man. I'm looking for a guy who's brave and strong but weak for me. I'm looking for a guy who, right or wrong, will never, never set me free. I want a rough lover, I want a man, I want a rough, tough lover with a sentimental plan, so he can kiss nice, hug tight. He's gotta be sweet and gentle day and night, but mean enough to make me wanna treat him right. I want a man. I'm looking for a guy who's brave and strong but weak to me. A kiss nice, hug tight. He's gotta be sweet and gentle day and night, but mean enough to make me wanna treat him right. I want a man. I want a man.
Me, baby.
There you go. That's Ernestine Allen there from June 1957. That one there going out to Graylin in our YouTube chat room. Rough Lover. Rough Lover is the name of the tune. That's her third release for the Decca record label. John G. didn't put... John G. losing his mind here on a Saturday evening. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. Bill wanted me to say something about his... gospel special, his fifth gospel special, which was a big success here on the Vinyltreasure show, and he said we needed to say a correction for record, and nobody picked it up. You listeners usually see everything on the Vinyltreasure show, but record number 34, Mahalia Jackson, that we played, Bill announced in error that it was He's My Light. That was not the song. The song that we featured on the LP was His Eye Is on the Sparrow. So Bill wanted me to mention that to the listeners here, that was an error on our part here when we did the program. But when you multitask, it's very easy to make mistakes. We do. And so let us continue here. And this is a request for listener Bill Obe. And I easily found this one because my mother filed this in the Brunswick box, as well as your other one, Bill, too. But this singer was a disc jockey from Amarillo, Texas. Okay, his name was Robert Lee Jackson, but he recorded as Bobby Jackson, and let me see, this song first issued earlier in 1957 on the Gold Air label, which was local. It was a local release to Amarillo, Texas. He was known as Bobby J. Was that on the label, Charlene? Was it released as Bobby J on Gold Air Records? Is that what you're mentioning there? But then it would get picked up by Brunswick Records. It was his second of two that came out on the Brunswick label. Now, this song is a cover of a 1935 tune written by Leon Chapelier, who first did it with his Lone Star Cowboys on the Bluebird record label. But let's go to August of 1957. This is by request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. Bobby Jackson on the Brunswick label. It's called Deep, what you got there, Charlene? Deep Elm, E-L-M, Deep Elm Blues for Bill Olb. Here we go.
When you go down in Deep Ellum, keep your money in your shoes, 'cause the women in Deep Ellum have got Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your papa's got the Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your papa's got the Deep Ellum blues. When you go down in Deep Ellum, keep your money in your socks. Women in Deep Ellum are hard as rocks. Oh, sweet mama, your papa's got the Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, papa's got the Deep Ellum blues.
Listen here to me, boy. Don't tell me about them Deep Ellum blues. I've been down that road 3 or 4 times myself. Come on, we'll walk down that road. But you better mind your manners or else that razor done got you clean as a whistle.
Now take one look at them, and you stay here with me. Here in the bellow, keep them deep bellow. Oh, sweet mama, Papa's got the deep bellow blues.
Yeah, Johnny G really getting caught on this one here. Hold on a second, folks. Let me just put this record on. We get that one there. There you go. So, Charlene, I guess I read that right because it didn't flow good, but that's okay. That's Bobby Jackson there. Bobby Jackson, who was a disc jockey by the name of Bobby J. Okay, that's what it should be. August 1957, that's on the Brunswick record label. That one there by request for listener Bill Olbin, New Jersey. Deep, it says Elm on mine, but somebody mentioned in the chat, Brian Baker, Elm, I guess Deep Elm Blues is the name of the tune. There you go. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. We got two more from the year 1957, and then all the other years are just not that many in each of the years here. But let's fill a request for Liam Savoy in Australia. This group from Brooklyn, New York. This was their second release on Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label. It was the follow-up to Baby Oh Baby, if you know that tune. Originally came out in 1957, became a hit for the group with the help of some young entrepreneurs, okay, in 1960, became a hit for the group. But this is their second release. It features Nathaniel Bouknight on lead from 1957 for Liam. Here are the Shells on the Johnson label. It's called Don't Say Goodbye. The Shells for Liam.
There is
There's a nice tune there by the Shells. Actually, it looks like they used the same, well, it wasn't the exact backing track because that was like a slower Baby Oh Baby, I think. But those are the Shells. Nathaniel Buchnight on lead. That's their second release for Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label. 1957, Don't Say Goodbye, going out to Liam Savoy in Australia. Now, George Goldner would also release this tune on the Juanita label, but which I've never seen before. I've never seen the Juanita press. But anyway, and they play kind of crackly for some reason. Although that record it's a used record. I got a couple copies of this that don't play as well, but it's okay. I guess it sounded okay on my set. But anyway, we have one more from the year 1957, and this is a request for Bob Bosco. Actually, we go back to Philadelphia. I played a few weeks ago. I think it was Carmen McRae on the Guidon record label, and he asked me if I had this record, which I did. I thought I had the other one. I forget her name. Her first name was Barbara. I get to check the email. But I had it. I couldn't find it, but I said, well, wait a minute. I got other things on this Guidon label. And I think I played one for James Stone, the Esquire Boys, I think. I found on that, and I found this one. But there's not much information on this. The guy's name is Chuck Crane, Crayne. And there's a group on this, too. So maybe, Mr. Bosco, you have some information on this. If you do, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. But it came out in July of 57. This is on the Guidon label, the early Guidon releases. It was the, I think, the 100 series. This is 104. Chuck Crane and Group. It's called, well, the name of the tune is called It's a Crying Shame. We'll send this one out to Bob Bosco. Chuck Crane's his name on Guidon.
It's a crying shame. You couldn't be true. Why'd you have to make me feel so bad when I've been so good to you? So good to you. Everybody knows. What a fool I've been. How could all your kisses be so sweet and so full of sin? It's a crime every time you look in my eye. In my eye. It's a crime every time you kill my dreams with your lies. It's a crying shame. You couldn't be true. Though you break my heart a million times, I still love you. Still love you. It's a crime every time you look in my eye. It's a crime every time you kill my dreams with your lies. It's a crying shame. You couldn't be true. Though you break my heart a million times, I still love you. Still love you. Baby, oh my darling dear, it's a crying shame.
There you go. That one there going out to listener Bob Bosco. Sounds of Philadelphia here. We did quite a few Philadelphia artists this evening. This artist by the name of Chuck Crane and a group on the Guidon record label, It's a Cryin' Shame, is the name of the tune. Jack Hoffman and B.B. Blake are the writers on this, July 1957. Let's move into 1958 now, although this record was released November, I think, of 57. And this up next is we fill a request for listener Paul Michel, as he requested this group out of Newark, New Jersey. They were called the Serenators. Now, the group included Luke Gross, Victor Kerr, Kenny Simon, and lead singer George Kerr, who would later become a legendary producer, songwriter, and arranger, spanning 6 decades. And but as a teen, he founded this group, and they recorded this tune in May of 1957, was released in December of that year on the Chock Full of Hits label. And every time I hear this label, I think of Chock Full of Nuts Coffee, because I think that probably gave him the idea to call the label Chock Full of Hits, I say. But maybe I might be wrong. Wasn't Chock Full of Nuts out in late 1957, or was that coffee out back then? I don't know. But anyway, it would get picked up by MGM Records, and they released it in February of 58 for national distribution. And an interesting note with this song is the true first presses on the Chock Full of Hits label lists the writers as Kerr and Walters, which is completely wrong. Okay, the song was written by Joseph Scott. He wrote it for Johnny Ace. And that name, maybe Joseph Scott might have been an alias for, I don't know, Don Roby, possibly, I think, but I didn't check. But anyway, because Johnny Ace did this record first, so there must have been some kind of litigation or whatever, because, and that Johnny Ace record came out on Duke Records in 1954. But the writer credit would then be changed to Scott. At least it is on the MGM, and I think it also is on some of the Chock Full of Hits, although mine is the true first press one. I think I have another one somewhere that says Scott, but I'm featuring the MGM press because it sounds better. It's a nice clean vinyl. So for Paul Michel, this is the first of 2 on MGM by the Serenators with George Kerr on lead from February 58. The Serenators with Never Let Me Go for Paul Michel. Here you go, Paul.
Just let me love you tonight. Forget about tomorrow. Remember, darling, I love you. Never let me go. Oh, no,
That's a nice tune there by request for listener Paul Michel. That's the sound of George Kerr and the Serenators, February 1958. Featured it on the MGM record label. Just sounds better than the grainy press on the Chock full of Hits label. The Serenators with their rendition of the tune Never Let Me Go. And we are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room as we go to this group from Brooklyn, New York. They were called the Shytones because their lead singer has had stage fright. He was performing in front of audiences. Now, this is on Leo Rogers' Spot record label. It features Graham Lee True. I guess that's his name, Graham Lee True, on lead from 1958. Here are the Shytones on Spot Records, and it's another girl's name. Now, I knew the girl by this name. The song is called Annette. This is for Joe Shacatano. Here you go, Joe. There you go. That one there going out to listener Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Shytones, 1958 release on the label called Spot Records. A tune called Annette that is Graham Lee True on lead. They have another release that came out on the Good Spin record label, and they would later change their name to the Hightones and record for the Fonska or Fonsco. I think there's two records on that label, and then again with a release on the Shepherd label as the Trentones, of course, but this was their debut single for the Shytones with Annette Johnny G's not shy, not anymore. You can ask Barbara. I used to be shy, but not anymore. but I'm at the Shytones. But let us continue here. We got one more from the year 1958, and this is going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. Now, this is a B-side to this group from Newark, New Jersey's biggest hit. Excuse me, I'm sure many of you know a tune called The Book of Love, okay, as done by the Monotones. But the B-side really became popular. I think it was disc jockey Gus Gossert that was playing this B-side on his program, and the record really became popular. Of course, a lot of the collectors of this music, they knew the songs because they play their B-sides. Now, not everybody plays their B-sides. My aunt taught me that, to play your B-sides. But this was first issued on B. Caslin's Mascot label, but she cut a deal with Leonard Chess, as she often did, for him to distribute it nationally on the Argo record label. And it is a great ballad. And I have the promo, which is pretty cool. You want to get this record either on Mascot or you want it on the Argo promo. It features Charles Patrick on lead from February 58 by request for L.A. Arch. In our YouTube chat room, here are the Monotones with their tune called You Never Loved Me. The Monotones for L.A. Arch. Here you go.
Chapel bells, I hear them ringing. Angels' choirs, hear them singing. You never loved me. You never loved me at all. Now I'm kneeling. Father, hear me praying. Hear my plea. Nature's answering. My son, hear her sing. You never loved me. You never loved me at all. The bells in the chapel peal out their sorrowful song. The hand on the steeple clock has stopped, for you have done me wrong. Do 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 do. In the chapel, bells still ringing. High in heaven, angels still singing. You never loved me. You never loved me at all. You never loved me at all.
Yeah, thank you, Arch, for that. B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That's the sound of the Monotones. The Monotones featured it on the Argo record label. First came out on Mascot. I have that, but I have a polished copy. I want to play that one. But there you go. That's Charles Patrick, a great group out of Newark, New Jersey. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room, February 58. You Never Loved Me. That's the flip side of Book of Love. Johnny G here on a Saturday, and thank you all for being here. Thank you, Arch, for that. Much appreciated. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this program. This is my third show of the week. I'll be back next Wednesday evening beginning at 9 p.m. for the Soul Show. So if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And I will not be on this Thursday, but I will be back here here again next Saturday for more of the 50s and early 60s edition. We play the records here by year, and we move into 1959 now and fill a request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. Played this group, last week, I think, on the program, and we heard from a different group by the same name. I'm talking about the Students, but this group is out of India. We go to Jerry Herman's Note label is out of Indianapolis, Indiana, but I think this group is out of Cincinnati, and this was their second release on the Note record label. And I played both sides over the last couple of weeks. I'm So Young and Every Day of the Week. I think Tommy Albergo, you requested both sides of that 45, but this was the follow-up. The ballad side is called My Vow to You, but let's give a listen to the up-tempo side. It features Leroy King on lead from November of 1959 by request for Oldies Fan. The Students on Note. It's called That's How I Feel. This is for Oldies Fan Joseph Smith. Here you go. No, Johnny, don't mess that up. Go put it on right. Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. You know, that song also played by Gus Gossard. He would play that side too. All four sides of the Students' records, Gus Gossard would play on his program. But there you go. That one there going out to Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room. Leroy King and the Students on the Note label, November 1959. That's How I Feel. Now, Jerry Herman would reach a deal with Leonard Chess to distribute this nationally on the Checker record label. I think, though, it came out later, like 1962 was the deal with that, because the oldies station started to play the record, so there was demand for these records back then, kind of like the 1960s revival. Johnny G trying to revive it again here in well, we've been trying it for decades here, but the 2025, so many new people have come into this program that are hearing a lot of these records for the first time. That is a good thing. This is an educational show. Johnny G is your professor, as Arch puts it, but really not. It's just that I've been playing these records and reading about the groups for so long, but really, so I just don't like to play the records. I like to give information about the groups and whatnot, and my experiences also. I don't think anybody really not many people can really do that. There's only some that can really do that, but it's not often that you get an oldie show like this one. And I'd want to be unusual as we continue here. And this next record would qualify for a Collector's Corner record, but it is a request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. This is on a label out of Linden, New Jersey. It's called Sure Records, S-U-R-E Records. And the group, though, is from Highland Park, New Jersey. They were all students attending New Brunswick High School. Now, the members of this group were Joyce Walker, Billy Walker, Richard Laws, and Bobby Brown. Collectively, they were known as the Golden Bells, and it features Willie Brown on lead. Is that one of the names? was Willie, but wait a minute. Joyce, Billy, Richard, and Bobby Brown, but we got Willie Brown who was on lead. I don't know. But anyway, this is with the Gems of Rhythm Band providing the instrumentation. This is from 1959, going out to Bob Cruz in Maryland, the Golden Bells on Shure. I think there's one on eBay now, but it's expensive. It's called Pretty Girl. This is for Bob Cruz. Here you go. Record qualifies as a Collector's Corner tune. That's the sound of the Golden Bells. That one there by request for Bob Cruz in Maryland, 1959 release. It's on Shure Records. Pretty Girl is the name of that one. Greg Surik sold me that record, and I saw another copy in his collection there. I should have probably taken it. This has like a center damage from one of those metal inserts there on that one. But anyway, there you go for Bob Cruz. And we are in 1959. Let's fill a request for listener Timothy in our YouTube chat room. And I think this group is out of Newark, New Jersey. And I have an autographed copy of this. It's kind of hard to see, though, because you would figure the group would autograph promo copies, not stock copies, but they signed this maroon stock Brunswick 45. Now, the lead singer of this group would also record with Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. His name was Nick Massey, okay, and he, I think, is the lead singer on this tune. He wrote the tune. The other members here, and they're on if we can see it, I'll see if we can see it, were the other signers are Nick Massey, Pete Perry, Pat Mara, and Bob Swain, and someone by the name of Johnny San or Sane. I can't read it. But I guess those are members of this group. They were known as Nikki and the Nightlights, and this is by request for listener Timothy in our YouTube chat room. It came out in October of 59. It's on Brunswick. It's called Tell Me You Care. This is for Timothy.
So unfair, my aching heart's beyond repair. So please tell me you care. If I were you, I never do the things that you do. I never make you feel this blue, darling. If I were you, I won't be satisfied till you are by my side. I only hope that you won't say our love is true. Tell me you care. One kiss will do the trick, my dear. If I can only hold you near, darling, please tell me you care.
Yeah, that one there by request for listener Timothy in our YouTube chat room. Whoops. It's the sound of Nikki and the Nightlights. That's Nick Massey on lead. Of course, he would later become a member of the Four Seasons, October 1959 on the Brunswick record label. Tell Me You Care is the name of the tune. Tell Johnny G you care by giving me a thumbs up, or you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If you have a request, I see Hauncey wants Johnny G to wear a costume on Halloween. I don't know if I could. I don't think I fit in any of my costumes. And I don't know if I could make one up. I have to see. Maybe I'll wear my Bengal jersey. I don't think I can fit in that anymore either. But anyway, let us continue here. We have one more from the year 1959. This is a great tune. This is a request for listener Chuck Mitchell. This song, I should say this record, I think is out of Shreveport, Louisiana. At least the label is. But I can't, we should have checked. I should have checked that Louisiana website, Sam's website on this one, Charlene. And maybe Sam, you have any information about this singer? His name is Gassi, G-O-S-E. It's not with two O's, it's one. Johnny Gassi, G-O-S-E-Y. And the writer is Wilson Evans, who owns the MOA label. And MOA stands for Music of America. And the instrumentation is provided by Alex Jones and the Nighthawks. This one released in December of 1959. It's a great tune. Johnny Gassi and group on MOA. It's called Fools Will Take Chances. This is going out to listener Chuck Mitchell. Here you go, Chuck. Go that one there by request for Chuck Mitchell in our YouTube chat room out of Shreveport, Louisiana. The sound of Johnny Gassi and group from December 59 on the MOA label. Music of America is what it stands for. Fools Will Take Chances. Well, I don't know about that, because Johnny G does take chances, but I ain't no fool. I can tell you that much as we continue here on a Saturday evening. And we are in 1960. Let's fill a request for listener Nat Papagallo down in Naples, Florida, as he requested this group from Farmingdale, Long Island. They had 3 releases for Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. You may know their biggest hit, their debut single, came out earlier in the year 1960, a song called Cruise to the Moon. And their follow-up is also celestial related, and was an attempt to copy the Elegance hit Little Star, maybe, It features Tony Amato on lead. This charted number 23 on WMGM here in New York City from September 1960. Let's give a listen to the Chaperones. The Chaperones on the Josie label for Nat Papagallo. I bet you have this in your jukebox, Nat. It's called Shining Star for Nat. Here you go.
Shining star, where are you? Help me find a love that's true. Shining star, where are you? Help me find a love that's true. Shining brightly up above, lead me to the one I love. Make it shine so bright and clear. Help me bring my loved one near. I dream each night and day that she will come my way. I pray that star above will light my way to love. Shining star up in the blue, try to make my dreams come true. Whether she is near or far, guide my way, oh shining star. Help me find the girl to love. I pray to you, oh star above. I dream each night and day that she will come my way. I pray that star above will light my way to love. Shining star up in the blue, try to make my dreams come true. Whether she is near or far, guide my way, oh shining star. Help me find the girl to love. I pray to you, oh star above.
There you go, filling a request for listener Nat Papagallo in Naples, Florida. That song crossed between, I guess, Vito Picone and the Elegants and also the Mystics. They're called the Chaperones. That is Tony Amato on lead. September 1960 release, Shining Star is the name of the tune. That's on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. Moving right along nicely here on a Saturday evening. We are in 1960, early 60s sounds here on the program. Let's fill a request now for listener Delwood Jeff, as this is an old nursery rhyme originating in the 18th century. Now, he requested this by a group from New York City. They are all singing together on this. This was purchased from the Linden Music Company in Linden, New Jersey, and this group is called the Corvers. The Corvers from February 1960, and this is on Cub Records, subsidiary of MGM. The song is called Sing a Song of Sixpence. This is going out to Delwood Jeff, the Corvers. Here you go.
Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked into a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing.
Wasn't that a way out dish to set before the king?
Set before the king, jubba, jubba, jubba.
let me tell you about bird, punched her in the nose.
Punched her in the nose. Choo-bop, choo-bop, choo-wah. Oh, oh, wah. Oh, oh, wah. Oh, wah. Oh, choo-bop, choo-bop, choo-wah.
Well,
Sing a song of rock and roll, pocket full of rye. 4 and 20 crazy birds rocking in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to rock. Rock, 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 choo-bop, choo-bop, rock, rock, rock and roll.
Now, who said you can't make songs out of nursery rhymes? Well, there you go. That one there going out to Delwood Jeff, February 1960, the Corvers. It's on Cub Records. Sing a Song of Sixpence is the name of that one. Now, I don't know, Charlene, if that is the same group that recorded for the Clock label. I think it's a different group. I don't know. Maybe I didn't check, but I think they may be different, possibly. But anyway, let us continue here. And we have one more from the year 1960. And we fill a request for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Now, this group, they are out of San Diego, California. And they are called J.J. Jackson and the Jackals. Okay, now this is on a label called Storm Records, which was out of L.A. A tune, let me see. A tune written by J.J. Jackson. Now, really, J.J. Jackson, he recorded, was it prior to this or after this? I think it was after this. He recorded as Hank Blackman and the Killers, if you know that record on Brent Records. But this song charted number 33 on WOKY in Milwaukee, Wisconsin from September of 1960. Let's give a listen to J.J. Jackson. This is not the J.J. Jackson of But It's All Right, the soul guy. It's different. J.J. Jackson and the Jackals on the Storm label. And this is for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. It's called That Look in Your Eye. This is for Chris Reed. Here you go.
That look in your eyes, that look in your eyes. I see it, I see it, I see it in that look in your eyes. I see a dream come true, walking by my side. No more loneliness, the turning of the tide. I see it, I see it, I see it in that look in your eyes. Whoa, yeah, I see fulfillment, no more misery. I see desire for me and only me. I see it, I see it, I see it in that look in your eyes. Though your lips have never spoken one affectionate word, things you say with your pretty eyes are the sweetest I've ever heard. I see happiness, a glimpse of paradise. I see the wedding and people throwing rice. I see it, I see it, I see it in that look in your eyes. That look in your eyes. I see it, I see it. Look in your eyes. In your pretty eyes. Look in your eyes. In your pretty eyes. Look in your eyes.
Yeah, that is a cool tune there. That one there by request for listener Chris Reed. That's J.J. Jackson and the Jackals. Okay, that's a so odd name. I guess as odd as Hank Blackman and the Killers, okay? September 1960. That's on a label called Storm Records out of L.A. That one there for Chris Reed. That Look in Your Eyes. I, not eyes, although he says eyes, I think, but it says I on the label. Thank you, Bill, for that nice, clean copy. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, let's move into 1961, and let's fill a request now for listener David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. Now, this tune first recorded by a male group. They were known as the Atlantics. Came out on the Linda record label out of Los Angeles, California. Now, David requested the cover of this tune. Now, this group initially recorded as the Sweethearts, which I think Bill requested for Wednesday on the H3 record label, and then they would change their name from the Sweethearts to the Sachets. And Gaynell Hodge wrote this tune originally for the Atlantics, and it happens to be... and Gaynell Hodge happens to be the uncle of the lead singer of this group called the Sachets. Her name was Carlotta Robertson. So by request for David Vilma, this is December 1961, the Sachets on the Zen record label. It's called, and their rendition of the tune, I should have played this on Halloween. You want me to get dressed up for Halloween? The song is called Boo Hoo Hoo. This is going out to David Vilma. Here you go.
I'm just a lonely girl. My head it's in a whirl. I'm sad as I can be. Don't know the reason why. I've just lost my guy. My heart's in misery, misery. My guy has left me. My guy, he's gone away. That's right, it seems, but it's so hard to find. I just can't get him out of my mind. Whoa, everything happens to me. And it's so plain to see. My heart's in misery.
They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Sachets. The Sachets on the Zen record label. That one there by request for David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. December 61. Boo Hoo Hoo is the name of that tune. That's originally, Reed, you got that record on the first press, the Alfie record label, and Zen would pick it up. It was a number 11 record on KYNO in Fresno, California, and that is Carlotta Robertson on lead. Now, Carlotta also sang lead with the Utmost that recorded for the Panor record label. I played that listen to L.A. Art. She requested that, I think, not too long ago. I Need You was the side we played, but that's a great group. You guys and gals like the girl group sound here on the Vinyltreasure show. Now, let us continue here, and let's fill a request for my YouTube moderator, and that would be Amy King in our YouTube chat room. And she requested this singer from Richland, Massachusetts. His real name was Elmore Brooks. Had so many releases through the years on various labels. First recording for the Bahari Brothers, Lester Bahari's Meteor label. But Amy requested his 6th of 7 releases, 6th of 7 for Bobby Robinson's Fire record label out of New York City. Talking about Elmore James, and she wants to send this one out. It was a last-minute thing, Amy. I told Charlene to remind me so I wouldn't forget. Now, Amy would like to dedicate this tune to everyone in the chat room that is listening, and especially if Lenny G is listening, and saying that we all miss Lenny and wish he was here and hope he can join us soon. Relating to this song is called Shake Your Money Maker. This one from December 1961 is going out to Amy King. Elmore James on the Fire label, Shake Your Money Maker. This is for Amy. Here you go.
Shake your money maker. 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 And then shake your money maker. 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 And then I got a gal lived out on the hill. I got a gal that lives out on the hill. That she's gonna love me, but I don't believe she will. You gotta shake your money maker. Shake your money maker, baby. You gotta shake your money maker. Shake your money maker. You gotta shake your money maker. And then I got a gal and she just won't be true. I got a gal and she just won't be true. She got to the place she won't do a thing I tell her to. She won't shake her money maker. She won't shake her money maker. She won't roll her aggy daggy. She won't shake her money maker. She won't shake her money maker. She won't.
There you go. That one there by request for Amy in our YouTube chat room. Also, she wants to send that one out to all the listeners in the chat room, and also to Lenny G. We miss Lenny G and wish he would come back to the he tells me that he does listen on the archive. But Lenny, we miss you here, And we'd like to see you in the chat room if you can do that. But that is Elmore James, December 1961, on Bobby Robinson's Fire record label. Shake Your Money Maker is the name of the tune. We'll flip that over for Amy on next week's show. As we continue here, and we move into 1962 now, we head out to Pontiac, Michigan, with this request for listener Ronnie Sherman. This is on a label called Mail Called. Mail Call Records, and the group is called the Clocks and the Classmen. I won this one in a John Tefteller auction many years ago, and I say that Luther Bond and the Emeralds 1955 Savoy release inspired the group to record this tune. It's from 1962. Let's give a listen to the Clocks and the Classmen on Mail Call Records for Ronnie Sherman, and the tune is called It's Written. This is for Ronnie Sherman. Here you go.
It's written in the stars, you and I will love. Written on the moon that shines above. Shines above. It's written on the seas, in the rain and snow. Written everywhere, the four winds blow. Winds blow. Let them talk, my love. Yet we will walk, my love. Go hand in hand, my love, until the ending of time. So let the winds blow on, let the seas roll on. What is written there cannot be changed, cannot be changed.
Here you go, 1962 release there for Ronnie Sherman. That's the Clocks and the Classmen. The Clocks and the Classmen on the Mail Call record label. It's Written, kind of like sounding like that Luther Bond and the Emeralds tune. What is it? Written in the Stars, I think, was the name of the tune. We got 3 more 45s to go here before we close down on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I'm worried about these copyright police, although they will not come out on this record. This is a request for listener Mike Sape. This would qualify also as a Collector's Corner record, because this is a hard record to find. This group is out of Philadelphia, But this is the group's debut single. They're out of Philly, but this is on a Baltimore, Maryland label. Wait a minute. No, it's not. I don't think Crosley's at, wait a minute. No, that needs to be X'd out of here. This group is called Tony and the Raindrops. Okay, it features Tony wait a minute. Tony Atchinone. I don't know what that is. Atchione. I think it's an Italian name, and I can't say it when it's broken up like that. This is on Nick Bustillo and Russ Smith's Crosley label. Okay, and this is from 1962. I don't know, Charlene, was their first record on Chesapeake, I guess? and this was their next record, Tony and the Raindrops. It's a rare 45. It's on the Crosley label, and the tune is called Tina. And this is for Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Mike, for you.
I miss my Tina with all my heart, and said, why did we ever part?
Yeah,
I want my Tina. Don't go. I miss my Tina. No, no. Tina, why did she leave me so sad and so blue? Tina, darling, was I untrue? I wonder if she'd come back to me. I can't take sorrow and misery. Tina, 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 is what I'll do if you promise to come back to me. I'll change my ways, and baby, you'll see that change in me. I want my Tina. Don't go. I miss my Tina. No, no. Tina, 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 Tina.
There you go. That one there going out to Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. That's really a rare record, folks. You're not going to find that record around. It's hard. That is a Tony Accioni. I think that's how you pronounce it. On lead there as Tony and the Raindrops. It's on the Crosley label, which is out of Philadelphia. 1962 release. Tina is the name of the tune. Now, Tony would change his name to Tony Devon. Tony Devon have releases on Jubilee, Polydor, and Red Lion. And he was also an actor, too, for that. But anyway, let us continue here. We're winding down here on the program. We are in 1962. It's fill a request for listener John Engstrom. This is the flip side of a song I played on that spontaneous show I did on Sunday evening when I had the dizzy spell and I didn't do the show on Saturday. I did the show on Sunday. And I played a song. It was October 5th. I played a song by an artist by the name of Roger Freeman called I Love the Ground You Walk On. And John Engstrom didn't have that song, so that was like a bonus track for him. He also asked me to play the flip side of the 45, so we're going to play it for John. Decided to do that. This is on the Emerson record label out of New York City. Not many releases on this label. This came out in June of 62. This is Roger Freeman on Emerson Records, and the song is called It's... no, Charlie's got the wrong title. It's called It's Spring Again. This is Roger Freeman. Here you go. It's for John Engstrom.
It's spring again in my heart again. My love will bloom again. The breath of spring is here.
go. That one there going out to listener John Engstrom. That is the B-side there. The flip side of I Love the Ground You Walk On, which I think had girls backing them up on that. No background vocals there. Roger Freeman's his name, June 62. On Emerson Records, it's spring again. No, it is not. It's currently what? It's 51 degrees and clear here in Westchester County. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here. This one here, as we head back out to California, featuring lots of girls' names today, or this evening. This is a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. This is this record released on 2 labels, and I own both of them. And this is the first press that I'm featuring, which is on Joe Massingale's JD label, Jaade, not JD like Dean Barlow and the Crickets JD. This is different. This is out of Los Angeles, California. It was also second pressed on the Joey label, which I have also, but it came out in January 62. And I don't know who this artist is. His name is Big Dog. Who's a big dog? I did have a big dog. I had a shepherd one time, or a few times. Big Dog's his name. JD Records. This is for Gary Hendren in Alabama. It's called Doris. And Doris is the name of the tune. This is for Gary. Here you go.
Doris, please hear me, Doris. Oh, hear me when I call. Oh, Doris, please forgive me. Oh, hear me when I call. There in the night, I heard her sweet voice saying that we'll never part. Yes, in the night, I held her so tight, my heart was filled with a joy. Doris, please hear me, Doris. Oh, hear me when I call. There in the night, I heard her sweet voice saying that we'll never part. Yes, in that night, I held her so tight. My heart was filled with her joy. Doris, please hear me, Doris. Oh, hear me when I call. Oh, hear me when I call. Know that I love you, Doris. Know that I need you, Doris. Know that I want you, Doris. Oh, when I call you, Doris. Just hear me when I call, Doris.
That's a nice record there. That's a good request there, for Gary Hendren in Alabama. That is the sound of a big dog. You calling Johnny G a big dog? Big dog there, and a group that's on the JD record label, January 62 release. Doris is the name of the tune. I knew a Doris. It was my cousin Mark's mother. Her name was Doris Arduino. Yes, I remember her. But that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool requests out of my collection. So thank you all for requesting these tunes. If you need to send me a new request or get in touch with your local disc jockey, that's me. You can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@AOL.com. And again, thank you all for being here this evening. We did the show pretty fast, I think, which is good. It's kind of like a decent time to shut down here. And again, I will be back next Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. So again, if you are new to the program and you are signed into YouTube, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel or create an account and create a handle that we know who you are. And so anyway, so thank you all for doing that. Thank you, Charlene, for all your help. She is my administrative assistant, and I want to remind you that I will be on tomorrow morning over in California on the radio station KKSM. That's 1320 AM. That's out of Palomar College in San Marcos, California, and you can tune in to that show at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9 a.m. East Coast Time for 3 hours till noon or till 9 a.m. out there in California on palomar.edu. It's KKSM is the name of the station, and I got to thank Zeb for airing my shows there. Sometimes they're, a week behind. But anyway, tonight we're going to close the program tonight with a request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. And don't know any info on this gal, but it's on the J-Gems, J-G-E-M-S label. It looks like a West Coast label to me, I would say. Reed, I don't know if you know this record. It looks West Coast. It's distributed by Debonair, which I think is a West Coast label. The writers are Moon and Hell, H-E-L-F-E-I-T-Z. And actually, she had 2 releases on this label. This is her first. Her name is Denil, D-A-N-E-L, Denil Daryus. Denil Daryus from 1963 on the J-Gems label. It's called Why Am I Crying? Well, I wasn't crying when the Bengals came back to be, or the Bengals beat the Steelers, their nemesis, and it's really amazing that 2 quarterbacks in their 40s they still have it. And here we are thinking that 40s is old. I wish I was 40. I do. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Again, everybody have a safe and happy week, and I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. So I just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go. This is for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Denil Daryus with Why Am I Crying? Here you go, Adrian.